It's been called the tank killer, the soldier's best friend, and even the game changer of modern battlefields. The FGM-148 Javelin missile system is one of the most famous weapons of the 21st century, used in conflicts from Iraq to Ukraine. It has earned a reputation for being deadly, portable, and nearly unstoppable. But what makes the Javelin so effective? Today on Wartech, we're breaking down how it works, why it's so feared, and why it remains one of the most powerful tools in infantry hands. The Javelin didn't appear overnight. In the 1970s and 80s, NATO armies worried about the massive fleets of Soviet tanks, vehicles like the T-72 and later the T-80. Shoulder-fired weapons like the M72 LAW or older anti-tank missiles just weren't powerful enough to stop these modern machines. That's why in the late 1980s, the US Army commissioned a new project. The goal: create a portable, highly accurate fire-and-forget missile that could destroy the heaviest Soviet tanks. By the mid-1990s, the Javelin entered service, and it has been upgraded ever since. So, what makes the Javelin special? The Javelin is revolutionary because it's a fire-and-forget system. Most anti-tank weapons require the operator to guide the missile all the way to the target. That means staying exposed and vulnerable to enemy fire. But the Javelin is different. The operator uses the Command Launch Unit, or CLU, a high-tech sight that combines thermal imaging and targeting sensors. Once the target is locked, the missile does the rest. The soldier can fire and immediately move to cover. This system allows small infantry teams to take on tanks, armored vehicles, and even fortified bunkers, and survive. The thing that makes Javelin lethal is its tandem heat warhead. High, explosive, anti-tank. It's designed to defeat modern armor, even tanks with explosive reactive armor. But the real killer feature is its attack profile. The Javelin has two modes. First, top attack mode. The missile arcs high, then dives down into the top of the tank, where the armor is weakest. And direct attack mode, useful against bunkers, helicopters, or when fighting in urban terrain. This flexibility makes the Javelin more than just a tank killer. It's a multi-purpose infantry missile. Unlike bulky, vehicle-mounted anti-tank missiles, the Javelin was designed for infantry on the move. The entire system, launcher and missile, weighs about 50 pounds combined. Heavy, yes, but still portable. Its effective range is around 2.5 kilometers, with upgraded versions pushing past 4 kilometers. For infantry, that's enough to strike armored vehicles before they even know they're being targeted. Now let's see, how does it perform in real combat? The Javelin first saw combat during the Iraq War, where it proved devastating against older Soviet-made armor. But it's in Ukraine, where the Javelin became a household name. Footage of Russian tanks being destroyed by Javelins spread across social media, showing the world how a single soldier with this weapon could neutralize multi-million-dollar machines. For Ukrainian forces, it became a symbol of resistance. For military analysts, it reinforced the importance of man-portable systems in modern warfare. So, does it have any weaknesses? The Javelin's strengths are clear. It's easy to use, deadly accurate, and keeps operators safe thanks to fire-and-forget guidance. But it's not perfect. The system is expensive, around $80,000 per missile. Supply chains can also struggle to keep up with demand, especially in prolonged wars. And, while it's devastating against tanks, its effectiveness depends on terrain, visibility, and the operator's training. However, even with newer anti-tank systems emerging, the Javelin isn't going anywhere. The US and allied nations are constantly upgrading its software, sensors, and range. Its proven track record makes it one of the most respected weapons in the world. In many ways, the Javelin has reshaped modern warfare. Tanks are still powerful, but no commander can ignore the threat of infantry armed with these missiles lurking just beyond the horizon. So, that's the Javelin, a weapon born from the Cold War, perfected in Iraq, and immortalized in Ukraine. A reminder that sometimes the most powerful weapons aren't the biggest, but the ones that can be carried on a soldier's shoulder. What do you think? Will future tanks adapt and render the Javelin less effective, or has it permanently changed the balance between infantry and armor? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to stay tuned so you don't miss the next Wartech breakdown.